It's Global Volunteer Month. This year, Points of Light is once again joining forces with Phillips 66 to promote and recognize nonprofits, corporate partners, and everyday individuals who are taking action in their communities, including right here in St. Louis. For more on their effort, our Atlanta colleague Christina Polera spoke with Diane Quest, interim president and CEO of Points of Light, and Courtney Meadows, senior advisor of social impact of Phillips 66. Take a look.
April is Global Volunteer Month, so it's a great time to lean into the needs of your communities. Organizations like Points of Light and Phillips 66 are coming together to help inspire us all to do some good. Please welcome Diane Quest with Points of Light and Courtney Meadows with Phillips 66. Welcome, ladies. Thank you for being here. All right, well, let's talk about Points of Light first, Diane, because your mission is to inspire, equip, and mobilize people to take action for change in the world. One thing that you do that is by recognizing Global Volunteer Month. How are you doing that? Kind of tell us more about this particular month.
Sure. Global Volunteer Month is an incredible opportunity for nonprofits to recognize and celebrate volunteers, companies like Phillips 66 does to celebrate their employees who get engaged in their communities, and for individuals to just figure out a way to get involved in their community. So throughout the month, we'll be sharing a lot of stories on our social media channels of people doing amazing things in the hopes that we inspire others to do the same.
Absolutely. And how are we doing in terms of volunteering? What are you finding?
Sure. We've done a lot of research in this area. What we found is that 73% of people think that volunteering is more important than ever before, which is great.
Good.
But 66% of people feel like there's nothing that they can do to make an impact.
Oh,
so
no.
Global Volunteer Month is really the opportunity to think about that, to find ways to get engaged in your community. There are so many benefits in the community from volunteering, but also on the individual, on their mental health, on combating loneliness. And volunteering is really just one way that you can be civically engaged in your community to make change happen.
Absolutely. We're going to do our best to improve on that number all month long. And Courtney, now I want to turn to you. Why is it so important to Phillips 66 to support volunteerism?
Philanthropy and volunteerism is foundational to who Phillips 66 is. It's a part of our culture, and it is really how we represent ourselves internally and externally. We believe in being good neighbors and making sure that if we're doing business and operating in a community, that we are also taking care of and lifting that community up, progressing it forward.
Awesome. And let's talk about some of the top needs that you are seeing, both of you, right now in our communities.
So we like to approach it this way. There are so many unique needs from community to community. So the best way to start is to listen and learn to community members and then pick a cause that resonates with you.
Yes.
But there are some causes that cut across communities. So food insecurity, animal welfare, supporting young people. Those are all things that you can find in your community that there will be a need for. And then you can always go to our website and look for opportunities in any of those issue areas. So really just think about what means the most to you and find a way to get involved.
Yeah, exactly. It's like something that's going to resonate with you, your family, and then get involved that way. And how is Points of Light asking other organizations, nonprofits, individuals to get involved with this particular month?
Sure. So we are really asking people to do a couple of things. One, primarily, is to just thank those who are already doing good in your community, whether it's at a nonprofit, in your company, or a neighbor. You can simply send a thank you note.
I love that.
You can nominate them for a Daily Point of Light Award, which is an award that we give 5 days a week. And really just get involved. Again, like there are so many issues facing us. There's so much uncertainty in this world. But once you take that first step and get involved, you realize you're part of a big community globally and locally in your neighborhood of brilliant points of light everywhere doing something that's good for us.
I love it. And that is so well said. And Courtney, how about you guys? What is Phillips 66? What are your employees doing? How are you participating in Global Volunteer Month?
Sure. Phillips 66 has 4 areas of concentration for our corporate volunteer initiatives. We're focused on education and equity, safety, environment and sustainability, and social advancement. And so we are focused on projects within those areas. We have employees that are doing environmental projects, working on our local parks and making sure that there is park equity and green space across our communities for all. We have home builds that are happening. We have employees working at food pantries, judging case competitions, involved in robotics contests.
Wow.
So the list goes on. It is long and wide, and we are really proud of all of the work that is happening. It is very, very inspirational. We're in our third year of hosting this Good Energy Month in collaboration with Points of Light, and we've just seen some significant progress, 8,000 hours in April alone.
Wow. Wonderful. Thank you both so much. Great information. And thank you to Points of Light and Phillips 66 for sponsoring this segment.
And to learn more, you can visit that website right there on your screen. It's pointsoflight.org/GVM. We'll be right back.